Welcome back to the farm, friends. Today we're decorating the house and barn for Christmas, and I'm so excited to bring you along. From our family trip to pick out our real Christmas tree, to making handmade wreaths created from things grown right here on the property, and making handmade gifts like Christmas simmer pots. I'm so excited to bring you all along and share some of our family traditions. This is one of my favorite times of the year. We're out here with Mike and Brad trying to pick the perfect Christmas tree. This is one of our traditions and it never gets old. I love walking through all the trees and they just smell so incredible.
The bottom if we need to.
Okay. Yeah, I really like that one. I like how big and fat it is, but I also like this one. I'm kind of torn. Yeah, I would say it's a little larger than we normally get, but oh, I love it. It's so pretty. It's a chilly 28 degrees from here in North Florida, and the girls are enjoying their warm, sweet tea. It's just a half a scoop of senior grain with about 2 times the amount of water. And I make it warm because, you know, it's always nice to have a nice warm something to drink first thing in the morning. And I'm sure it fills them up, makes them warm. But essentially, I want to get more water into them after a night of eating a ton of hay. Make sure they've got everything flowing in their insides.
To decorate the barn, I wanted to use greenery from right here on the property, so I walked around picking up pine branches, holly berries, and anything else that looked festive. And I couldn't get over that I had 3 different types of pine trees. It was so amazing. Of course, the horses supervised while snacking on the not so perfect hay I left by the fence. They don't seem to mind at all though. So I went ahead and made piles of the different stuff that I cut up. And now I am going to go find a place to make my assembly of the wreath. And I think I might even have enough here that I can make a garland, like a nice swag. So we'll see. But my goal is to make 2 wreaths. I just had to show you all. I just loaded this all up in the wheelbarrow and it just looks so pretty. I'm so excited to make these wreaths. Finally came up with an awesome way to keep the dogs out of the paddock.
I don't know what's worse, having the dogs out here or listening to Piper whine the entire time because she can't come out. Isn't that right, Piper? Oh yeah, she's not happy. So it's nighttime. Actually, it's 6:30 in the evening. It's completely dark outside. So my wonderful husband brought my stuff that I cut earlier inside the garage so I can do the wreath demonstration out here. It's completely pitch black outside and it's pouring rain. So this was the place where it was going to happen. So I've got two wreaths that I deflowered. I removed, gosh, that sounds terrible. I removed all of the stems that were on here. They previously looked like this wreath. I had about 6 of them that I bought the year prior or the year before that for Christmas. We had hung these at our other house in the windows. We have a very different style house down south. It was very coastal, whereas obviously here we're country. So I am going to use these as my base for wrapping all of the foliage around the wreaths. So I'm gonna use these. The goal is to make 2. I'm hoping to have 1 for each barn door. So hopefully I'll be able to get enough from the foliage here to make 2 wreaths. So yeah, I'm gonna also use, I've got this wire. It's a very thin gauge wire, but I'm gonna use it to wrap around the bunches of stuff onto the wreaths. So the point is I'm not going to cut this until the very end. You're going to use it to continuously wrap the foliage around the wreath so that way it holds everything tightly together and things don't fall off. So I'm going to pull a few of these groupings together and I'm going to demonstrate to you how it all comes together, and then I'm just going to put it on a time lapse so you can see the final product and not sit here and wait forever for me to finish it. Okay, so I've cut some stems. See these beautiful ones with the blueberries? And I've basically tied some of this wire around really tightly. And I'm gonna take a piece of this and a couple little branches with the little red berries. And I am literally going to fasten them all together like so. And then I'm sure people could probably get away with doing 2 tight wraps around the branches. Then hang on, I dropped this. Had to pick that up off the ground. I'm gonna cut the ends just so they're nicer, a little cleaner. And then I'm going to take my wreath and I am going to, if I hadn't dropped this on the ground, it wouldn't be 4 feet long right now. But as best as I can, because I can't rewind it, as best as I can, I'm going to wrap it around the wreath probably about 3 times. And I may just cut this first one because this is going to be too difficult to wrap every single branch with this really long wire. If you had one of those paddle wire things, it'd be really great, but I didn't have any paddle wire, which is paddle wire is basically just the wire on like a paddle. It's kind of easy to wrap around this kind of stuff. I could probably take off the backing for this wire, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this on fast forward so you guys can all see how it turns out. So that's how we started. At this point, I'm at the top. Okay, I just spun my wire in between this, a little bit of twine that's here, and I'm going to basically close off the end. I'm going to end up tucking in the last piece underneath here so you won't see the little stems that will be sticking out, and then we'll show you the final product. So I ended up cutting the wire, I don't know if you can see this or not, and I'm going to basically thread it behind the other wire. I can get it back under here. There we go. I'm going to basically try to make a knot with it.
Next, I head outside to work on the porch. I'm using the tomato cages that I'm going to wrap in twinkle lights to make these cute little trees. They're inexpensive, easy, and so cozy at night. And of course, I'm going to use the branches that I cut around the property to just hide the light strands and keep things looking pretty. If you recall our geese from last year, sadly one of them didn't make it this past spring. Piper ran to the front door where one of the cute little geese was sitting next to, and she knocked it over and broke it. So this is our one remaining goose, and how cute. I can't wait to get geese. Geese are in our very near future, guys.
So I put these 3 bales of hay that I didn't want to use over along the fence where the dogs have been getting out. And dummy me, like duh, it's hay. This has backfired because here's one of the bales pulled into the pasture. And the horses are standing here eating them, or at least Honeybee is. Well, so much for keeping the dogs out of the pasture, right, Honeybee? Right, sweet girl? Good morning. Hi. Hi, good morning, pretty girl. Hi. Good morning. You're not ready? No touchy till you get your good hay. Huh? No touchy till you get your good hay. Pretty girl. You're such a pretty girl. I don't have any yummy nummies. Silly girl. Oh, here comes Piper. Piper's like, yay, we get to go back out there. And that's Red Sox exiting the VIP room. Silly girl.
I'm putting together some of the simmer pots. If you remember last episode, I sliced up oranges and dehydrated them in the oven. Well, I'm putting a few together with simmer pot gifts. These are so simple, but they smell heavenly. Cranberries, cinnamon sticks, rosemary from the garden, and a few dried orange slices. They make the whole house smell like Christmas. I love giving these to neighbors or friends who stop by. To finish the day, I wanted to walk you through the house and show you how it all came together. The tree, the cozy touches, it feels like Christmas now. So we are starting to put together our goals for 2026. We cannot believe how quickly this year flew by, but we're so excited for the future and we're just so grateful to have everybody together for Christmas. Our favorite tradition is each year we buy a new ornament for our boy Brad, and we have called this the Braden tree because it's completely covered in ornaments of our precious son. They are the most precious ornaments that we have, and I just love every year buying a new ornament and getting the latest picture and putting it on the tree. What are some of your family traditions that you guys cherish? Leave it in the comments below. I'm very curious to know. Thank you so much for spending the day with us. Decorating the house and barn is now one of our favorite traditions, and we're so grateful to share it with you. Wishing you and your loved ones a warm, peaceful, joy-filled holiday season. And if you'd like to join us for more life on the farm, we'd love to have you subscribe.